uploaded?
Masih belum. Oh udah. YouTube udah.
YouTube udah?
YouTube belum.
Ini Facebook. YouTube ada Pak?
Bentar kok.
Let's wait. Done. YouTube udah.
Ya.
Oke.
Okay. Good night, everybody. Sorry for a bit late for tonight live because there was some problem with the connection. So today I'm going to tell you a story actually, because what happened is we are still going to discuss about the type 3 of karma, which is the reincarnation part. To any one of you who first time watching this, my name is William Wijaya Halim. I'm known as a karmic recovery specialist. So I specialize in healing karma, in recovering your karma. Mainly my basic foundation of me looking at the karma is by using Chinese metaphysics. There are several of Chinese metaphysics that I know from 八字, feng shui, face reading, palm reading, 奇门遁甲, death selections, and quite many others. And for looking at the karma, I'm not only able to look at your karma, but I'm also good at recovering your karma, as the name implies. I've been a student of basically specializing in the mind and also the mental education. So usually the problem arises because your thoughts and your emotions not in the same line. So that's what I can say about me. And as I already mentioned, Vivian So, how are you? Kathy Chia, how are you? So today I'm going to talk about the third part of the karma, which is the reincarnation. And when we usually talk about reincarnation, we always talk about when we talk about karma, the first thing that always come into mind usually is about reincarnation, a past life. It's very common thing to think. Although, as you all might know, the first karma that I mentioned, and the one that I also mentioned is which is actually the most important one, is not actually the reincarnation part, but the current life karma. The second one, which is from your ancestor, and there are two parts, right? One ancestor and also from the parents. That one is also holding a big part of your life. The third one, which is the one I'm going to talk to you now, the reincarnations. To some degree, people think that it really shaped your current life. Whatever happened in the past shaped your own life. But actually, what happened and what shaped in this life, although it has some connections with your past life, it doesn't merely everything connected to your past life. Say in a psychology part, when you go for therapy and you want to know if there is something wrong with you, usually it can be helped or healed through your current life. Sometimes you don't need to go that far. So that's why sometimes the reincarnation part is not that actually important. But it's very intriguing, especially when I first learned reincarnation. It's very exciting. Everybody sort of wanted to know what happened to their past life, what happened, what was you in the past life. Everybody always hoping that you are somebody in the past life, and that's actually a bit funny, because once I had a friend, and he told my teacher, my reincarnation teacher, that, you know, especially if you're Chinese descendant, you usually go to a fortune teller when you were young because your parents wanted to know what's going to happen to you in the future. So few of the people who are supposed to be able to see your past life told that he in the past life used to be an emperor. So he wanted to know, like, oh, what's going to happen with me now, because I used to be an emperor, whatever. And the answer from my teacher is actually quite shocking, because what happened, I thought if you were born as somebody's like famous, or you know, somebody is important, then this life you're going to be, at least you have something recognizable, you know, it's still there for you. But it's not. He just opened a shop and become a shop owner. What do you think? He's not even someone who is in a politics, or become like people's representative of even our own city. No, he is just a shop owner. That's it. That's why I taught you that it's actually nothing much. Even if you said that you were an emperor, so what? Some people, this is true story and a bit funny. Some people, they married twice, or married with more than one spouse, especially a guy, yeah. Because what happened? This guy said he looked into his past life, then saw someone used to be his ex-wife in that life. So in this current life, he divorced his current that current wife, and married the last wife. What do you think? I actually wanted to know, what do you think about it? Do you think that is the correct way or not? If you know your past life, and you know your spouse on that past life, so currently you're already having another spouse, not another spouse, but currently you're having this life spouse. Which one do you think you should spend your life, the rest of your life? Please answer me. Hello Chi. Hello May. So what do you think? Pari, what do you think? I repeat the question, yeah? If you can know your past life, and you suddenly found out that somebody you know is your past life spouse, but in this current life you are married to somebody else, so which person you should spend the rest of your life with in this life? Huh?
Current life.
Current life. I believe that we have to focus in our current life. That is actually a very good one. You need to focus on the current life, right? But few people, they actually divorce the current wife and married the supposed to be the ex spouse in a last life. Can you believe that? That's why reincarnation is actually a delicate matter, because what happened when we are looking at your past life, the the one person who can get a clearer view of what's happened, including the faces of everything, is only you, not the other person. I can bring you and guide you to see your past life, but to me, everything is only information, data. But to you, it could be a sound, it could be a smell, it could be a vision. So you can actually saw someone, and you can actually relate it, that someone, to this current life. And everything is actually very, very subjective. It's not objective, it's very subjective. You don't know. So when you suddenly came out after you watch your past life, and you suddenly said that, oh my gosh, that girl used to be my wife. So what you're going to do about it? That's what I said. Some people divorced the current wife and married that woman. Nobody knows the truth. In the law terms, it's called words against words, because you just talk. Nobody knows the truth. Only you. Whether it's true or not, nobody knows. Yeah, nobody knows. But what happened with your current wife? If you divorce the ex one, the last one, if you divorce the current one and married the last previous life's spouse, what happened to your current spouse? You created another karma, right? Because what happened after you died, you actually finish your karma relationship with her. Done. When another story will twinkle and will make a new one, it might not be in your current life. It might be in another life. So when you're actually having a current spouse at the moment, what you need to do is you try your best. Yeah, to live happily together. Try to be understanding. If that one cannot happen, and something making you probably divorce, then just be it. But don't make an excuse because somebody else was your previous spouse, then you married the other person. Some of the cases that I handle is not actually mine. It was my teachers. So there was this woman. She already had diets, different kind of diets. Then she also tried many things, yeah, including exercising, less food, but her size is still a bit big, and she got very annoyed because she felt depressed about it. There's nothing wrong with your size, as long as you're comfortable with your size. But this woman, she felt that she didn't actually quite comfortable with hers, so she went to my teacher. by using specific um, skills, it's called the past life regressions. Uh, Sort of like under hypnosis. Then my teacher brought her back and checked. Before the past life, we need to do the age regressions. We need to check if the problem is actually arising from this life karma. Nothing happened. So then we checked the past life. Funny thing was when she was checked, we actually found out that she used to live in the poverty in the previous life. So before she died in that previous life, she couldn't have anything to eat. That's why she said, food is very precious for me. After that, she died. So the last and impactful thoughts that you had before you gone or pass away is actually what's keeping you in your subconscious mind. Like I already mentioned it to you. So what happened when she come back and live as a woman in this current life? Even though she felt full, but she always wanted to eat something or bite something, and she couldn't control it. Something like that. What happened? We cut the threads. So we actually told her too that was her previous life. Now she already reborn into somebody else, and she didn't have the same problems, didn't have the same issues, poverty, because at the moment she's currently living in a modern world where foods are quite abundant. Cut the threads and everything. Came back. She said she didn't change much about her lifestyle, but 3 months later, she became very thin. And she said she didn't actually change a lot. According to her, she still eats the same way. But of course, the way she eats now, a bit less, because she didn't have the urge to keep eating even though she's full. So now she has more control in her life to stop the, what do you call it, the eye hunger. You look at the food and you keep always wanting to eat something. That one is stopped. So it's funny that way. There are also many stories about past life regression. This one is actually told by Farid. So he watched one special documentary brought by Morgan Freeman. I think you already know. Yeah, he's a very famous movie star. He interviewed a kid who remember the previous life, where the kid is still how old was he? Six years old, but he remember very clear his previous lives. What did he do before this current life? Who were his friends, and who were his family members? So, to cut a long story short, he was interviewed by the Morgan Freeman, and actually, what he remembered was the kid used to be someone was a victim from the WTC accident. So he worked in that tower. Then the kid actually remembered, how he died, right?
Yes.
Like
falling down from the not the top of the towers, but it's quite high. and she fell, and she know how the feelings, she knows how the, the adrenaline when she fell from the towers.
I don't know if you can hear him, but yeah, as he said, the kid, the previous one, the previous life, fell down from the tower, not from the very tall, not from the very high one, but still, it's high enough. He felt the adrenaline, he felt the feelings, yeah, when he fell down. Then he told someone who his best friend actually, yeah. He told his best friend, and he told everything what he did there. So what happened is his best friend cried because the kid could tell the most private things that only both of them knows, something like that. It's a bit quite sad, yeah, because I mean, he was a victim from the WTC accidents. There are also a few cases, like if you always having say in certain part of your body, a pain, crucial pain, something like probably in the head, or probably sometimes you get some accident or whatever, and you got a mark in any place of your body. Some. I'm a bit reluctant in telling this, because I'm thinking later people will suddenly think, oh my gosh, probably this one is a mark from the past life. No. Some can be checked, because sometimes if you're having the same pain over and over again, and you already checked to the doctors, you already got like x-ray and everything, and nothing can be found, one of the reasons may be something related to your past life. So I got one actually from the book, because I read a lot of books like that. This guy died because he was killed and shot close range to the head. That's why he actually got if you touch the back of the head, you can sort of feel the scar. Then yeah, after after he went to therapy, then the pain is gone. Then the thread between the previous life and current life is cut. That's it. Some people got like in the arms. He used to live in like cowboys and Indians, where he was actually shot by an arrow and died. But as I mentioned, yeah, not everything related to your past life. If suddenly you always have a headache, something, check at your current life. There might be something wrong with your digestion. There might be something wrong because you didn't actually eat properly. This is no joke, yeah. This is really not joke. My uncle got crucial headache quite long time. He went to many doctors. Eventually, one of the doctors suddenly said, actually there's nothing wrong with you. You just didn't eat enough. True, I'm not kidding. What happened? My auntie said, you're already old and you need to maintain your size. My auntie thought my uncle's already too big. Actually, he's not that big though. So she cut everything that he ate. Until the doctor, the internist said, you need to eat, because if you don't eat enough, there's not enough brain supply. There's not enough oxygen supply and whatever lah to your brain. So you will feel headache all the time. That was a bit funny, but that is a true story. This one is, I believe that we have to focus on in our current life. That's true, May. We need enjoy our current life. It doesn't mean our previous life is better than our current life. Yes, that's true. Chirini also said, agreed to enjoy our current life. True, true.
Listen to your mother then.
Now, Chirini, my sister, yeah, my sister Rini, I already talked to you when we did live together. So what happened was we did some checking, background checking for the past life, and she actually used to be my mom. So that's a bit funny. Is there any question? Anyone want to ask me any question about your reincarnation? As I said, yeah, if you felt something wrong, whatever, don't always judge that, something wrong happened in your previous life. Because you need to know, everything's related to your brain. Once there was a case where people actually having two lives. What happened is a guy, he fell down somewhere and knocked his head. After that, he forgot everything. So he went to another city, then got married and had a family. By chance, he actually met someone from his previous, same life, only from young until a certain point, he knocked his head. After that, he forgot his younger self. Now this older one, suddenly by chance, he met someone from his younger self. And brought him back to meet his family and everyone. So he got no collection at all for his previous, from his younger life. So what happened? Everything is based on your brain, what you remember. Because even if you remember your past life, what can you do? If it's related to your trauma, if it's related to your health, then we can fix it. Otherwise, nothing wrong. I even met someone who, no, that one I think too deep. Hello, son. Whoa, your mother's calling. Yeah. She was my mom. So everything is actually brain. It's actually your brain wave and everything. So if you think you don't need to die first and have the next life, even if your brain got some problems, so until you cannot recall your old memories, it seems like reincarnation because you're having another life. How can we cut off the karma in our previous life? It has been a very highly debate, yeah, because when we talk about reincarnation, some people, especially based on religions, they don't actually believe in past life. So when they don't actually believe in past life, what happened? In the beginning, we are going to tell them that, is there any chances of you to open your mind, to open your heart? We were going to do the past life regression. If you're comfortable with it, if you allow yourself, the main objective is to get cured. The other tangible things, we don't really care. As long as we got the objective, then it's fine. If they're willing, then we are going to do it. If they don't willing, means the cases, the problems cannot be solved. So how can we cut the karma? In the beginning, we have to ask first, you believe it or not? Whether you believe it or not is actually, sorry, not you. Do you believe in past life or not? Do you actually have an open mind about it or not? If you're having an open mind, then we can actually do past life regression and try to fix something from your previous life. Otherwise, cannot be anything. Okay. Nothing can be done. Whether you ask, if you ask me whether the past life regression or past lives are true or is true or not, I cannot say. I cannot say. Basically, if you learning psychology, if you're learning like hypnotherapy, there are certain segment that's teaching you about it. There is actually a heavy research, very heavy research about this past life. I believe it. There's actually proofs, science proof, but as I mentioned to you, reincarnation is something deals with your belief system. So I cannot tell you whether it's true or not. It's whether you believe it or not. I believe it is none of your concern. You believe it is also none of my concern. But if you want to do therapy, if really there's something wrong with you until you need to do it, then you need to have an open mind. That's the easiest one. Then how can we cut the karma? Then we go and like I mentioned to you, we go and guide you to see your previous life. To me, whatever you're going to tell me is going to be information or data. Then based on the skills that I already learned, that I will have to use that information to diagnose and do some set of how can I say set of steps how to fix your karma. Basically, the ties that bound from your previous life to your current one needs to be detached. That's why you see we need to detach it, because sometimes when you pass away on that previous life, you having a lot of emotions and you have a lot of intense emotion, yeah, like the one I mentioned to you. You died because of hunger, so you had that intense emotion. Accidents also having an intense memories. What else? Yeah. In the case of suicide is also having a very intense, intense emotions. It's very hard to talk about the suicidal regression past life. Myself personally, I haven't actually met the real cases of someone's being reincarnated but used to suicide in her previous life, so I couldn't say much about it. Again, as I mentioned, for me it's a bit delicate matter when I mention about the reincarnation, because it deals with your belief system. So yeah, not I cannot say, but if you don't believe it, whatever I'm going to say, also you're not going to believe it, right? But just take this example and this new knowledge as some things to widen up your knowledge. So there is these skills, whether you believe it or not, it's entirely up to you. Yeah, I need to mention about it all the time, because when I learned it, this one, my teacher also gave me a lot of guidance and set of rules, yeah, But basically, you cannot simply use this for entertainment. A lot of people do this for entertainment. I'm telling you, a lot. There's actually I heard quite a long time ago, uh, not in my city though, in another city, in Indonesia. They a couple knew how to bring someone else to the past life. What happened was no particular problems or whatever. It's just like for curiosity, and a lot of people like doing meditations. Yeah, you can actually do this using meditation, but one of another master told me that you need to be careful because what happened, uh, if you don't actually have a strong foundation when you do meditating, you need to be able to distinguish between fantasy, imagination, or the real thing. The problem is people tend to think that everything that they see when they do meditation is the real one. It's not, yeah. It's not. Am I that good? No, I'm not that good. That's why I don't actually want to walk to that path anymore. But I learned it from few masters that I have respect. So I know that whatever they said is correct one. I believe in order to live better life, we need to fix our precious karma. No. So as I mentioned, yeah, if you need to actually marry, because you need to settle your old score with your previous spouse in previous life, do they need to be your spouse again in this life? Not entirely, because it will depend on how was your relationship with her before. Say like me and my ex, previous spouse in the previous life. So it depends on me and her. She could be born to be my daughter. She could be born to be my best friend. She could be born to be, if she's not having a good life, she might be born become my dog, my pets. You don't know. You don't know. So the universe has certain kind of rules. They already set rules and regulations. If you need to fix certain part, then they will come as someone in your life, but it doesn't particularly needs to be your same relationship like the previous one. How actually, if your daughter used to be your wife in previous life, you cannot marry your daughter, ma. True, you cannot marry your daughter. So what happened? Well, because depend on your previous relationship, what happened last time. Is there any more question? I hope everyone understand. I was going to actually reading you one of the best cases of children's past life memories to ever be recorded. I don't know if you still want to listen to this, because now I tend to try to keep my life not that long, yeah. Or I might just telling you the story of it next week. Better, yeah. So that's about it. Is there any question you want to know more about the past life regression? I think I've been telling you quite a few of the cases that I personally No lah. Either me or my teacher. Hello, William. I'm late. How are you, Richa? How are you? No worries. Well, so we're still talking about reincarnation, and I don't know. Are you a Hindu, Richa? Because I think you're Indian, right? If you're Hindu, then you believe in reincarnation. I mean, I'm Buddhist, so I also believe in reincarnation. It's a delicate subject. It's always a fun and exciting thing when we talk about reincarnations. Yes, yeah, good. Oh, here May also a Hindu. I'm a Hindu, but Jain. Oh, Jainism. Oh, okay. I don't actually understand that. Sorry, truly.
Jainism.
Jainism. Still a Hindu though, yeah. So as I mentioned, the reincarnation is like that. You can actually go to see your past life. It's actually one of the there are two types, yeah. If you want to see your past life, there are two types of past life that you can see. One is like this, your past life, we call it past life regression. Another one, I'm going to talk in another time. That is quite different. So here you will listen to stories about your past life when you live before you, what happened. The other one is not like that. It's kind of different. The other part is talking about what is your goals in becoming human in this life. What are your goals, something like that. So it's different. Haha, more strict, pure vegetarian. Oh, I see. Thank you for making me understand more. Wow, pure vegetarian. Very nice. Yeah. Yeah, but reincarnation is a delicate subject because if like I'm talking to you and talking to May and I talk to few of my friends, it's a bit easier because everybody has an open mind and I already believe in what reincarnation is. But if you don't actually believe in it, it's a bit hard, and that's why. Especially I live in a country where sometimes because you have differences in thoughts, then they make a big deal out of it. So it's very exciting, but also at the same time I'm a bit nervous in talking about reincarnation. Next week I'm going to talk about the best cases of children's past life memories. I don't know if Richa already knows about this because it happened in India, actually. In India. And if you actually learn past life regression, you would know about this because it is, it is the best cases that research investigated and recorded. You have heard a lot of cases. Good. Maybe if you don't mind, then we can have a live together for next week, Richa. Later, I will try to that one so we can talk about this reincarnation from your side and from my side, and we can exchange ideas. I will WhatsApp you later. Okay. Thank you so much to be here. As I mentioned, next week I'm going to talk about the best cases of the children's past life memories. If you really wanted to know more about it, I'm going to tell you about it next week. If Richa is also okay, so we are going to have 2 sessions. I might use the first 15 or 20 minutes in telling you about the cases. Then after that, we are going to have Richard join us together, and we're going to talk about the reincarnation together. Okay, thank you so much, and thank you, Richard. I'll contact you soon.